राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Let's continue our study of Sri Jaiva Dharma, chapter 13. We are reading the discussion between Vrajanath and Sri Raghunath Das Babaji. And Sri Raghunath Das Babaji explained how Krishna, even though he is medium built, he is all pervading. We discussed that in the previous session. So now we start from here. Vrajanath. No intelligent person can have any doubts about this point. However, I would like to know when, where, and how Krishna's spiritual Vigraha, Krishna's Dham, and Krishna's Leela are manifested within material limitations. Since Shri Shri Radha Krishna's Vigraha and bodily complexion and their Leelas, their associates, houses, pastime groves, forests, secondary forests, Van, Upavan, and all the objects in the spiritual world are transcendental. Sri, in the previous session, Shri Raghunath Das Babaji explained that we feel if someone has a material form, then it is limited by space and time and circumstances. But this does not apply to Lord Krishna because he doesn't have a material form. Krishna's body is Satchidananda Vigraha. It is purely spiritual. So, yes, Krishna has a very beautiful medium sized form, but still, Krishna is all pervasive because Krishna's body is not made up of cells, tissues, organs, bones, skin. Krishna's body is spiritual. Therefore, it has no material limitations like space, time, circumstances. Similarly, Krishna's name is spiritual, Krishna's abode is spiritual, Krishna's pastimes are spiritual. So, Vrajnath wants to know when, where, how Krishna's spiritual form, Leela, are manifested in the material limitations. How Krishna can come on Earth planet? Earth planet is material. The village that is near Delhi, which is called Vrindavan, if we go, it appears to be like any other village. So, how do we understand that this is spiritual? Sri Babaji Maharaj replies Shri Krishna possesses all potencies. So, even that which appears to be impossible is actually possible for him. What is astonishing in this? Krishna is the all potent personality, Sarva Shaktiman Purush, the fully independent supreme controller, Abhidnya Swarat, who is completely autocratic and imbued with Leela. Simply by his desire, he can appear in this material world in his self same spiritual form, although along with his spiritual abode. How can there be any doubt about this? If Krishna is Sarva Shaktiman Purush, if Krishna is all powerful, why he cannot appear in his spiritual form in the material world? If Krishna cannot appear in his spiritual form in the material world, that means there is something that Krishna cannot do. So this is Babaji Maharaj's reply. Then Vrajnath asks, by Krishna's desire, he can do everything and he can manifest his purely spiritual form in this material world. That much is clear. However, materialistic people tend to think that Sri Krishna's own transcendental abode that is manifest here is simply a part of this material universe. You go to Vrindavan, you see plastic, you see pollution, you see drought, you see famine, you see flood, you see disease. COVID happened even in Vrindavan. So there are hospitals in Vrindavan. It looks like any other part of the material universe. And therefore, ordinary people perceive Krishna's Vraj Leela to be just like ordinary Mayik Leela, Mayik activity. Why is this? Why can't worldly people see Krishna's self-manifest spiritual form as Satchidananda when he mercifully appears in this world of birth and death? Krishna appears in this world of birth and death in a spiritual form. Why worldly people cannot see that? Babaji Maharaj replies, one of Lord Krishna's unlimited transcendental qualities is his Bhakta Vatsalyata, affection for his devotees, Bhakta Vatsal. Because of this quality, his heart melts. And through his Ladini Shakti, he bestows upon his bhaktas a type of spiritual potency that enables them to have direct darshan of his self-manifest form and his transcendental pastimes. So why the devotees are able to perceive Vrindavan as a Divya Sthan, Chintamani Dham? Because Krishna gives that ability to the devotees. Because Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. His heart melts. Oh, these are my devotees. They are trying to be Krishna conscious. Let me reveal myself to them. Through my dham, through my naam, through my form. And Krishna does that through his Ladini Shakti, Srimati Radharani. Because of Krishna's quality of Bhakta Vatsalyata, affection for his devotees, Krishna's heart melts, and through his Ladini Shakti, he bestows upon his devotees a type of spiritual potency that enables them to have direct darshan of his self-manifest form. This spiritual potency is Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Daivi Prakriti Ashrita. This is that Daivi Prakriti that Krishna is speaking about in Bhagavad Gita. Ladini Shakti. Krishna enables the devotees to perceive him in his form, his transcendental pastimes. However, the abhaktas, the non-devotees, their eyes, ears, and other senses are made up of Maya. So they can see no difference between Bhagwan's spiritual pastimes and the mundane events in human history. Ordinary people, materialistic people who have no devotion, they cannot see Vrindavan Dham as something special. Oh, okay, this is just another village in Uttar Pradesh. But those who are devotees, they are given ability by Krishna to see things as they are. Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrita. Moodoham nabhijanati lokama majamavyayam. Lord Krishna says. The moodhas cannot see me. I am not visible to everyone. Only to my devotees. Bhaktyatvana shakya aham evam vidorjuna. Nyatum drashtum tatvena pravishtum cha parantapa. That's why the non-devotees cannot perceive Krishna and the devotees are able to perceive Krishna. Vrajnath says, then does this mean that Bhagwan Shri Krishna did not descend to bestow mercy upon all the jivas? What a nice question, isn't it? Very intelligent question. Krishna comes in this world. He gives ability through Ladini Shakti to his own devotees to perceive that Krishna is spiritual. Krishna's abode is spiritual. Vrindavan Dham is spiritual. Krishna Shri Vigraha is spiritual. Krishna Prasad is spiritual. Krishna Leela is spiritual. He gives the ability to the devotees to understand this. Non-devotees, their eyes, ears are made up of Maya. They cannot see the difference. So does that mean that Krishna comes only to give mercy to the bhaktas and not to all the jivas? Shri Raghunath Das Babaji replies, Bhagwan Shri Krishna certainly descends to benefit the whole world. Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Yes, he is Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Yes, he is Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha. But he is also Jagad Hitaya. Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishna wants to do hit. Krishna wants to benefit the whole world. But how is that? Babaji Maharaj explains. Bhagwan certainly descends to benefit the whole world. The bhaktas see Krishna's descent, avatar, and Leela as transcendental, whereas the non-devotees, abhaktas, non-devotees perceive them as ordinary human affairs. There are people who have written books saying that, yeah, Krishna was just a cowherd villager who got lucky. He did some political things and became a king. That's all they can believe. So, non-devotees perceive Krishna's Leela as ordinary human affairs, which take place under the influence of material principles. Even so, these Leelas have the power to bestow a type of spiritual merit, Sukriti. And as this Sukriti gradually accumulates, one is nourished so that one develops one pointed Shraddha towards Krishna Bhakti. Please pay attention. What happens is when Krishna comes in this world, even if we take Krishna to be some ordinary historical personality, because we are coming in touch with Krishna, someone may make a movie about Krishna just to get money, or someone may incorporate certain teachings of Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna in a corporate pep talk, inspirational talk. Because they are uttering the name Krishna, because they are meditating on Krishna's teachings in Bhagavad Gita, because somehow they are thinking about Krishna Leela and Krishna Nam, they are getting some Sukriti. And as they keep on doing this, their Sukriti, their spiritual merit, keeps accumulating, keeps increasing. And it later on gives rise to Shraddha. Shraddha is the very foundation of bhakti. That is why Bhagwan's descent certainly benefits all the jivas in the universe, because jivas who possess such Shraddha and perform Ananya Bhakti Sadhan, unalloyed devotional service, will one day be able to see Bhagwan's transcendental form and Leela. Someday they will attain spiritual perfection. Is everybody understanding? If someone accepts Krishna as Bhagwan and serves Krishna with bhakti, that person will make rapid progress. Krishna will reveal himself to that person. Someone doesn't do that. Someone is just talking about Krishna, thinking Krishna is some historical person, or speaking about Krishna will make me popular, or I can use Krishna's teachings and Bhagavad Gita to make a nice presentation today, or I will watch Mahabharat serial or Krishna serial on TV or Ramayana just for entertainment. Even for entertainment, it is Janmashtami. Let me go and see some Krishna Janma Leela going on in some Hindu temple. They just go like that. They don't have so much faith. They don't have any particular devotion. They may be eating meat. They may be eating onion garlic. They may not be doing anything Krishna conscious. They may be completely materialistic people. But somehow Janmashtami hai, they will wear new sari. They will wear new some kurta, and they will go to the temple, Hindu temple. They will look at Krishna. Ah, today Krishna Janma Leela. Krishna appeared in midnight. He was born in the jail and he fought with Kamsa and killed Krishna, saved his parents. Wah, 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 wah. Jai ho. Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. They come, they eat nice prasad and they go to sleep. And tomorrow morning, back to business. Business as usual. But still, because they somehow came in touch with Krishna, because Krishna incarnated 5,000 years ago, there are Krishna temples, there is Krishna Leela, there are Krishna dramas, there is Krishna Kirtan, there is Bhagavad Gita. If they come in contact with any of these entities, they are getting some spiritual merit called Sukriti. Su means good, Kriti means action. They get some spiritual merit, Sukriti. And gradually, over years or sometimes over lifetimes, when this Sukriti accumulates, it reaches a tipping point where that person, that Jiva, will develop Shraddha in Bhakti. And that person will be looking for devotees. And that person will get a book, Prabhupada's book, or something will happen and will say, I want to meet devotees. Then that person will meet devotees. And the Sukriti keeps increasing by associating with devotees, hearing Harikatha. Then they want to host program in their house. Then they want to start chanting. Then they start liking Krishna consciousness. And you see how their life transforms. It is because their Sukriti has reached a tipping point. In that same family, there will be people who love the devotees in the family, but they are not able to follow. They are not able to chant. They are not able to develop that same taste in Krishna consciousness. Why? Because their Sukriti has not reached the tipping point where they have developed Shraddha in Krishna Bhakti. And how do we make them reach that tipping point? By helping them accumulate more and more Sukriti. The Mataji who has become a devotee, when she cooks food at home, constantly she should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. With love, she should offer the bhoga to Radha Gopinath and then feed the whole family with faith that they are eating Radha Gopinath's prasad, their heart will transform. This, every morsel of prasad they eat, they are getting Sukriti. Their Sukriti is increasing. It will reach a tipping point. This faith we should have. Or we should invite them, chalo, let's do Aarti, 5 minutes, Narsimha Aarti. We'll chant Hare Krishna together. We'll offer lamb. Every Aarti they attend, every Aarti they do, every time in Kirtan Aarti they clap their hands, they chant Hare Krishna, they are getting Sukriti. Adhyatmik Sukriti, not mundane Sukriti. Spiritual merit they are getting. Their Sukriti is increasing. You want to buy a house, you have to make the down payment. Down payment is 20%. House is 1 million. Where you will get $200,000 from? Every month you start saving $1,000. Every month you start saving thousand. In 1 year, only $12,000 you have saved. In 2 years, $24,000. Slowly. In 10 years, 20 years, you will get there. Now you have enough money. Now I'm going to buy the $1 million house. Here is the down payment. That down payment is Shraddha. Shraddha is not everything. Shraddha is the foundation. You can close on the house with that. And then you have to keep paying. You have to, from Shraddha to Sadhu Sangha to Bhajana Kriya to Anartha Nivritti to Nishtha, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. It will continue. But 20% is done. But to reach that 20% where you can come and make the 20% down payment and close on the house, for that you have to accumulate the down payment. They don't even have down payment yet. People who are not engaged in one-pointed Krishna Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti Sadhan. Unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. So this is the trick. Therefore we preach. Therefore we have Jagannath Rath Yatra. Unknown people on the street, they will take darshan of Jagannath and they will clap. Kirtan is going on. Once they may say Hare Krishna, someone from the Rath throws a packet of dry fruit prasad. They catch and they eat it. It's a hot summer day in Atlanta. They eat that dry fruit. It is Jagannath prasad. They got Sukriti. Somehow we have to try to get people to get some Adhyatmik Sukriti. That is called preaching. When you go for preaching, try to get them to do Kirtan. That is the most important part. When they chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Tar Madhya Sarvashresh Nam Sankirtan. And you hear about Krishna. So you feel like doing Krishna's Kirtan. That is the whole philosophy. Then Vrajnath says, why is Krishna Lila not distinctly described throughout the Vedas? Throughout Vedas, it should directly said like this, na? That just do Krishna Lila, just do Krishna Nam, just do Krishna Bhakti. Why so many other things are described in the Shastra? Babaji Maharaj replies, the pastimes of Sri Krishna are described here and there in the Vedas, but in some places they are described directly and in other places indirectly. Now, please listen, this is very important. Two types of expressions or tendencies determine the meaning of words in a text. When you read Bhagavad Gita, you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you read Ramayana, you read any Shastra, any scripture, the text, there are two types of expressions when you read. One is the direct literal meaning, Abhidha, and then there's the indirect secondary meaning, Lakshana. Abhidha and Lakshan. These are also called Mukhya Vritti and Gauna Vritti. I like this terminology a little better. Mukhya Vritti and Gauna Vritti. Any sentence in the Shastra can be interpreted as Mukhya Vritti, the main direct meaning, literal meaning, and Gauna Vritti, a secondary meaning can be derived also. The literal sense, Abhidha Vritti or Mukhya Vritti of the mantra, Shama Shabala Prapadye, which we saw in the previous discussion, in the last section of Chandogya Upanishad, describes the eternality of ras and the service attitude of the liberated jivas towards Krishna, according to their own relationship, their ras, whether it is Sakhya ras, a friendly relationship, whether it is Vatsalya ras, a parental relationship, or whether it is Madhurya ras, conjugal love. The indirect meaning of the words is called Gauna Vritti, secondary significance. In the beginning of the conversation between Yajnavalkya, Gargi, and Maitreya, Lord Krishna's qualities are described by means of indirect presentation, Lakshana Vritti, Gauna Vritti, Lakshana Vritti, indirect. And at the end, the super excellence of Krishna is established by means of direct presentation, Mukhya Vritti. Mukhya Vritti, Abhidha Vritti, Mukhya Vritti, directly in the end. The eternal pastimes, Nitya Leela of Bhagwan, are sometimes indicated in the Vedas by the direct expression of the words and in many places indirect approach. Mukhya Vritti, Gauna Vritti. Indirectly, it describes the Paramatma form. Indirectly, it describes the Brahman. And directly describes Bhagwan Krishna. So different places, different. In fact, it is a pledge of all the Vedas to describe Shri Krishna's glories. Sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. Vrajnath says. Babaji Mahashaya, there is no doubt that Bhagwan Shri Hari is Paratattva. But what is the position of the Devtas, such as Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indradev, Surya Dev, Ganesh Ji? Please be merciful and explain this to me. Many Brahmanas worship Mahadev as the highest Brahma Tattva. I took birth in one such Brahman family. In South India, there are the Iyengars and there are the Iyers. Correct? There are Vishnu Bhaktas and there are Shiva Bhaktas. I took birth in one Brahman family where Lord Shiva is worshipped as supreme. So I have been hearing and saying this from my birth until now. I want to know the actual truth. Babaji Maharaj says, I shall presently describe to you the respective qualities of the ordinary living entities, the worshipable devatas and the worshipable devis, and also of Sri Bhagwan. I will tell you the respective qualities of Jiva, living entities, Devi Devatas, and Bhagwan. Three categories. We, human beings, Jivas, ordinary living entities, the demigods and demigoddesses, Devi Devatas, and the supreme entity, Sri Bhagwan. Through the gradation of their respective qualities, you can easily understand the truth regarding the supreme object of worship. Ayam neta suram yangah sarvasallakshananvitah ruchiras tejasa yukto baliyan vayasanvitah. These are the qualities of Sri Krishna, the supreme hero. He is endowed with, number one, endowed with delightfully charming bodily limbs. Suramya Anga. His Anga is Suramya. It is very delightfully charming and beautiful and attractive. He is endowed with all auspicious characteristics. Sarva Sal Lakshananvita. He has got all auspicious characteristics. Ruchira. He is very beautiful. Tejasa. He is radiant. Baliyan. He is very strong. And Vayasanvitaha. He is eternally youthful. eternally youthful, Nava Yauvanam cha. So these are the qualities of Krishna. Now, in this way, Babaji Maharaj is going to describe all the 50 characteristics of Jiva, 55 characteristics of Lord Shiva, and 60 characteristics of Lord Vishnu. And then four qualities that even Lord Vishnu does not have and only Krishna has. So all these will be described. So here six characteristics are described. Krishna is charming bodily limbs. He has all auspicious characteristics. He's very beautiful. He's radiant. He's strong, eternally youthful. Vividhat Bhuta Bhasha. Please remember, each of these are qualities of Krishna. We say na, we have to meditate on Krishna's Leela, Krishna's Gun. These are Krishna's Gun, Krishna's qualities. Drink them with your ears. This is nectar. Vividha Adbhuta Bhashavit. Krishna can converse in astonishing languages. Krishna can talk to the cows in the cow language. Krishna can talk to the peacocks in the peacock language. Krishna can talk Malayalam. Krishna can talk Tamil. Krishna can speak Sanskrit. Krishna can speak English. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj says Krishna speaks all languages except one, Urdu. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj says Krishna does not speak Urdu. Hare Krishna. But Krishna speaks Bengali. Krishna speaks all languages, Kannada, Marathi, all languages Krishna speaks. He understands all languages. I'm just joking. So Srila Radha Govind Maharaj is saying that when you hear a language, how the language sounds to the ears is also important. Some languages are so sweet, like Sanskrit is so sweet when it is spoken. Bengali is so sweet. Gujarati is so sweet languages. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj is saying, when someone speaks in Sanskrit, pure Sanskrit, it sounds as if they are holding Amrit in their mouth and speaking. When someone speaks Bengali, it sounds like someone is keeping a Bengali rasgulla in the mouth and they're speaking. Jaiva, Jaiva, Shri Chaitanya. Like that. And similarly, Gujarati. He says very sweet language. Why these languages are sweet? Because over the ages, in these languages, Krishna has been glorified. Haribol. So many saints have appeared in these regions, and in that language they have glorified Krishna. इसीलिए वो भाषा समृद्ध हो जाती है. That language becomes glorious because that language has been used in the glorification of the Supreme Person, Shri Hari, Shri Krishna. Sanskrit, of course. All literatures like Srimad Bhagavatam glorifying Krishna are in Sanskrit. Bengali, yes. Marathi, yes. All these languages, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, these languages, Malayalam, they have been used extensively to glorify Krishna. Hindi. But languages in which Krishna has not been glorified, those languages are not worth speaking. So Maharaj was saying that when someone speaks those languages, it sounds like they are holding stones in their mouth and they are speaking. Hare Krishna. But Krishna can speak all languages. Vividha Adbhuta Bhasha with. Krishna is conversant with every language, each and every language. Satyavakya, Krishna is always truthful. Priyam, he speaks in a very pleasing way. Priyam, Priyam Vada, he speaks very sweetly. Vavaduk, he is very eloquent in his speech. He speaks in a very pleasing way, politely, and he's also very eloquent. What beautiful Bhagavad Gita Krishna has spoken. Even today we are trying to understand, trying to study. So beautiful. Supanditya, Krishna is very, very intelligent and very learned. Buddhiman, learned, very intelligent. Supanditya means very learned and Buddhiman means very intelligent. And Pratibhanvita. Pratibhanvita, he is very resourceful, very influential, very resourceful. Krishna. Vidagda, he is expert in relishing mellows. Chatura, he is very clever. Daksha, he is very expert at whatever he does. Then Kritadnya, Krishna is always grateful. You offer him one khichdi and Krishna will never forget that this devotee on this day offered me nice hot khichdi. Krishna will never forget. The nature of us human beings is that we forget what people have done for us. We forget what so many people have done so many things for us, but we forget. People have to remind us, भूल गया तेरे लिए कितना किया है मैंने. You forgot how many times I wished. You forgot what I gave you on your birthday. You forgot how much I did for you. We are always told, you forgot, you forgot, you forgot, because we forget. We are not Kritadnya. But Krishna never forgets. Never. Draupadi once years ago had given a piece of her sari to Krishna when Krishna had cut his finger. She didn't wait for someone to bring, Arey, get a cloth. No. Rup, she tore her sari. That sari was studded with diamonds and pearls. Such an expensive sari. Golden threads. She just ripped her sari. Royal sari. Because Krishna had a small cut and he was bleeding. And she tied that to his finger. Draupadi. And Krishna was so pleased. He looked at his finger wrapped in Draupadi's sari. He looked at Draupadi's sari that was ripped. And he said, for my little injury, you tore your sari. Yudhishthir could have given. Arjun could have given. Bhim could have given. You just ripped your sari and gave me. Draupadi, someday I will repay you. Hare Krishna. Kritadnya. These are the beautiful qualities of Krishna. Dridhavrata. Krishna is firm in his vow. If Krishna says something, it must come to pass. If Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Arjun, you just fight. I have already killed Bhishma. I have already killed Dronacharya. I have already killed Karna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says like that. I have already killed them. You just fight. Krishna says something, it must happen. He is Dridhavrata. Sudridhavrata. He must very fulfill his vow. His Satya Sankalp. What he says must happen. And Krishna is Desha Kala Supatradnya. This is very important. Desha Kala Supatradnya. Krishna is got a perfect judgment of time, place, and circumstances. Hari bol. When Shanti Dut had to be sent by Yudhishthir Maharaj, they are sitting and discussing Shanti Dut, who should go. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, Balram ji, बड़े भैया आप जाइए शांति दूत बन के. And Balram said, no, I will not go. So Krishna says, why? You are my elder brother. You are all powerful. And you are the guru of both Bhim and Duryodhan. You are the best person to go and negotiate. Balram said, I have one fault. I cannot take no for answer. If that Duryodhan says no, then there will be no need for war. Because I will only kill him. I will not be able to control myself if he says no. But Krishna, you are a very expert, very much expert at Desh Kal Patra. Time, place, circumstance, you are completely self-controlled. You know exactly what to do when, what to not do when. So I think Krishna, you should go. So Balram just told Krishna, you go. So then Krishna went to Shantidu. Because he is Desh Kala Supatradnya. He is perfect judge of time. कौन से टाइम को क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, कौन से प्लेस में क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, एंड कौन से सर्कमस्टेंस में क्या करना है क्या नहीं, और किसके साथ. पात्र ऑल्सो मीन्स पर्सन. हाउ टू बिहेव विथ हु. Krishna was expertly, he knows. He's walking into Mathura, he sees Kubja, he knows exactly what to do with Kubja. Original chiropractic. Her hunchback was cured by Krishna. And he took her nice. Krishna is such a darling. He took nice perfumes from her. And in return, made her most beautiful. He goes to Krishna's washerman. Now he's the same washerman in Ramayana who had criticized Sita. And therefore Lord Ram had to remove Sita from Ayodhya, send her to the ashram of Valmiki Muni. That same washerman took birth in Dwapar Yuga as the washerman of Kansa. And Krishna is entering Mathura. He sees the washerman, Kansa's washerman, washing Kansa's clothes. He says, can you give some cloth to us also? Me, my brother, Balram, and our friends, we need you. Have so many cloths. You foolish village boy, you are not even qualified to enter this great city of Mathura. You poor boy meant to live in the forest. Get out of Mathura. How dare you look at Kansa's clothes? You're not qualified to even look at the clothes, let alone wearing them. Get out before I call the servants of Kansa soldier and they will arrest you. Krishna walked up to him and just touched him on the neck. And he got beheaded. His head fell off and he died. And then Krishna took all the clothes. Krishna is so amazing. Can I tell you an amazing story of Krishna? Desh, Kal, Patra, Patradnya, Supatradnya. He is perfect judge of Desh, Kal, Patra. And Shastra, Chakshu. Krishna always speaks what is Dharma based on Shastra. Krishna sees everything through Shastra. Krishna is Shuchir. He is very pure. Krishna can never become contaminated. He is always pure. And Vashi. Krishna is always in his self-controlled. Krishna is never out of control. Never out of balance. Who doesn't want to worship such a Lord? Hari Bol. We'll continue Krishna's qualities from 23rd quality next time. But today I want to tell you one very sweet story. How Krishna is Desh Kal Supatradnya. How he is the perfect judge of time, place, and circumstances. Krishna's childhood friend, Sudama, Brahman, he went from Porbandar to Dwarka to meet Krishna. His wife sent him because she could not see her husband in such poverty. And Sudama went because he could not see his wife in such abject poverty. So he went with the intention that Krishna is Dwarkadhish, he will give something. I have nothing. But still, Bhabhi did not send him alone. She sent him empty-handed. She said, "Nain, you are going. You have to take some gift for him." They had nothing, so she begged little bit handful of poha from four different homes, tied it in some torn little old cloth, handkerchief. Just tied that four morsels of poha, gave it to her husband, and said, "Give this as a gift to Krishna. You should not go empty-handed to a respectable person. Even when we go meet Gurudev, we should always give some gift. We should never go empty handed." So Sudama went, and when he saw Krishna's opulence, he didn't feel like giving that poha. In fact, he looked at Krishna's beautiful teeth, Krishna's soft, reddish lips. Krishna was so beautiful. His skin was so soft. And Sudama was thinking, if Krishna eats these dried pohas that I have been carrying in this jholi for so many days, this poha is so hard. If Krishna eats, Krishna's gums will get damaged. Sudama is thinking. And just then Krishna says, Sudama, did Bhabhi send something for me? And he feels so ashamed seeing what kind of food Krishna is eating, cooked by Rukmini and Satyabhama. How can I give this? No, did Bhabhi give something for me? Send something for me. And so then they spoke. Krishna and Sudama, they decided to sleep. So then but Sudama was wearing those same dirty clothes that he was wearing from his village, Sudamapuri. What Sudamapuri? It was just one broken down hut that he used to live in Porbandar. Now, he was wearing those same clothes since then. So Krishna said, Arey, take a bath at least. So Sudama said, this is the only set of clothes I have. So Krishna said, I will give you nice royal silk clothes. You remove those clothes, take a nice bath, and wear fresh clothes. And then you sleep nicely, comfortably. So Sudama had eaten nicely. So then Sudama took a bath, he removed his old clothes, wore nice, crisp silk dhoti and chadar that Krishna gave with nice golden embroidery. And then they chatted practically all night together. Practically, they didn't sleep all night. They were just talking, 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 and it was morning. And then Sudama felt that, I cannot take so much time of Krishna. He already was so nice to me. He welcomed me, washed my feet, offered me arti, gave me nice bhog, ate the kacha poha, spoke to me so nicely. He remembered me as his friend, remembered our school days. I must go back now. It's enough. How much more time I can take from Krishna? So he tells Krishna, Krishna, I just came to meet you. I'm very happy. You treated me with such hospitality. Can I go now? And Krishna says, yes, you go. But remove my clothes. Remove those clothes. Wear your clothes and go. Can you imagine? So Krishna made him remove the nice silk dhoti and chadar and said, you wore your torn the clothes you came in, you wear them and go. But Sudama was so much in love with Krishna that he said, yes, Krishna, very good idea. Very good idea that I should wear my torn clothes and not these royal clothes that you gave me to wear for one night. Because I am going now, I am such a weak, frail little kacha, dubla patla Brahman. If the dacoits on the way they see I am wearing all these golden embroidered clothes, they will unnecessarily attack me. So you are very intelligent, Krishna. You are very intelligent. You are telling me to take out. This is the faith that he had. But look at Krishna. He is saying, remove those clothes to show the greatness of Sudama to the whole world. Then let the whole world know how great my Sudama is. I am treating him like this, still he's seeing the good in that. He's not saying, yeah, I came here so Krishna will give me some donation. He didn't give any donation. Only these night clothes he gave me to wear, that also he took away from me. Sudama did not think like that. And Krishna is so expert that he performed this pastime to show us what is real love. That even when there is a reason to fight, we don't fight. Even when there is a reason to misunderstand, there is no misunderstanding. Even when there is a reason to break the relationship gets only stronger. That is prem. That is prem. For us, little bit material calamity comes. Krishna, why you are doing this to me? We immediately look up. Immediately look up. And when something good happens, we take credit. Yes, I got a good score. I am very intelligent. I did this. I got this promotion. I deserve it. Sudama was not like that. And Krishna, Krishna Leela, everything Krishna does, it is so beautiful. It is meant to increase the glory of his devotees. Because then Sudama goes with that phate purane kapde, and not having any grudge against Krishna, that Krishna didn't give him a single gold coin. Even the clothes nikal liye. When Sudama reached his home, he thought he came to Dwarka. He said, Are, I think I went a full circle. I came back to Dwarka. This is Dwarka. And then they said, No, this is not this is not Dwarka, this is Sudamapuri. Just like there is Dwarkapuri, now there is Sudamapuri. Krishna has given this. So opulent. As much opulence Krishna had in Dwarka, Krishna gave Sudama in Sudamapuri. And there were maid servants, and he got a new youthful body. His wife got a nice youthful body. This is Krishna. But before that, he tests. He tells you, Arey, give back my clothes. Wear your own clothes and go. This is Krishna. So wonderful. So Krishna Leela ki jai. So we'll stop here and we'll continue Jaiva Dharma tomorrow. Pradyumna Prabhu, you are there? I cannot see Pradyumna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam, I'm here, yes.
Hari Bol.
Nice pastime you have described about Sudama Puri.
Hare Krishna, I wish I could be telling you this sitting next to you. Then
Right.
you would have
Also,
embraced me.
when Sudama went to his hometown, he cannot recognize where I am. Then he went near his palace. His wife saw and said, Sudama, come over here, our place, So Lord Krishna gave him all opulences, Yeah.
Hari
Prabhuji,
Bol.
sometime we will all go together.
Huh?
We will all go together.
Yeah.
To Dwarka?
Dwarka and
Dwarka, Porbandar, and is a
Dakor.
right, Dakor, right? Yes.
And then also I have not seen Srinathji.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah,
Nathdwara.
right.
So
Yeah, we will make a sometime when you go India, we go together.
thank you, Pradyumna Prabhu, thank you, Damodar Mata. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Jai
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Thank you very much.